Welcome to Super Chats. I'm Nick.
I'm Cameron.
And Carlos.
And this week, things got worse. Somehow. Yeah. So last week we were like, hey, Nijisanji is really screwing up. There's a lot of stuff that's not great, and we're gonna go over it. We're gonna we spent an hour and 10 minutes, give or take, just going over the entire situation, talking about it. I was really angry and frustrated. How were you guys feeling?
I was angry and frustrated.
Yeah. So I suppose warning, we're not any better.
Yeah. now we're angry, frustrated, and tired.
I think it's important to clarify. We all spent all week healing and talking to each other and feeling a little bit better and watching this new indie VTuber Dokibird stream. We were feeling better. We stopped being better recently, so this is some fresh hurt.
Because they just threw another gas can on the fire.
Why not?
We're not going to talk about it for an hour this time.
Yeah, we're going to try to...
Yeah, okay. I think the goal this week is... last week we were feeling our feelings and getting through that.
Last week was when it was raw.
Yeah, this week it's raw in a different way and terrible, but we're gonna try and just go over what's happening, give our thoughts, impressions, and everything else, and we're gonna try and not spend an hour and 10 minutes doing it. We're gonna try and keep it a little more concise, and that way we can focus on good things that have happened this past week. Because in spite of the big news that is not good, there has actually been some good things that have happened this week, and we want to talk about those as well because. This situation's apparently not going anywhere, despite the fact that everyone seems to want it to, except for Nijisanji.
Yeah, holy crap.
It's not like everything they've just put out again. It's not like it's changed anyone's stance on anything. If anything, it's made some people even more angry.
I was going to say, I think it did change some people's stances, but not in the way that they wanted. I do believe it made everyone angrier, for the most part. And why don't we go over what exactly happened?
Yeah.
To start with, yeah?
Should we shine some light on the situation?
I suppose we could say it that way.
Sure, let's get some light going on this situation.
Oh, yeah, we didn't turn all the lights on, did we? Behind the scenes.
We're shining some light on the situation.
Thank you for tying that in. Masterfully done.
Of course. I come from the performance world. If you break a string on stage, the song doesn't stop. You adapt.
What? You don't have a guitar tech? What are you, poor?
No, I'm most bands.
Yeah, poor. They're called starving artists for a reason.
Yeah.
It's sad because it's true, and it's true because it's sad, or something. I don't know. All right, back to Nijisanji and more sad and true things.
Yeah, we'll start off with just a few little things that have happened that is not actually related to what just happened. This stuff is just kind of continuation off of...
This is all the more you were going to get from us, and it was going to be a very short thing until very recently. So go ahead, Carlos.
Yeah, this was intended to be all that we talked about this week regarding this topic. But anyway, they've continued to lose more sponsors. It's mostly fan content creators, but not entirely, because they've lost some pretty major ones potentially, actually. So the first one, there's Bijou Pro Studio. They were, as far as I'm aware, from what I could tell, they were a major, big-time fan content creator, and cutting Niji content is a big deal for them, because that was a lot of their product.
Yeah. I'm not overly familiar with them, as Nijisanji was their major product, and traditionally, I've not been a huge Nijisanji guy. There's a few folks that I followed, like 2 or 3 people. Most of them have graduated at this point, or termed, whatever. And so I never really looked at Bijou Pro before, but their artwork is really nice.
It's some really nice artwork of some very effeminate yet alluring men.
Thank you.
I'm looking at this and I'm respecting the shit out of it. It's really tight. These look like the Genshin banners that really get people in, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god, is that a dedicated Dakimakura section?
Baller.
Fantastic. So anyway, they're what, doing the traditional thing at this point and just selling out all their merch and not making any more?
Yeah, probably. I don't even see. I'm trying to find Nijisanji stuff on this.
Yeah, they've been selling stuff for several days at least already.
Gotcha.
And they said they were going to sell their stuff, and there won't be any future projects.
Well, there you go. That's like at least the third, fourth, fifth one that I've heard of that's doing that. It's a lot of fan artists at this point.
Mm-hmm. A lot of fan artists are saying we're finishing what we've already started, and then there will probably not be any more.
Yeah. A lot of them are selling at cost and stuff too, so just to clear out the warehouses and everything.
Understandable.
The big one that I saw was Height, who makes the Y60 computer case. They're currently still doing a collaboration with HoloLive, and you can get a Crony, Ame, Callie, and
Bay had one. Some of them are sold. You can't get them anymore.
Yeah. But either way, they're computer cases, and they had special collaborations they did with them. Well, they also did, we talked about it a few weeks ago, a special collaboration with Nijisanji with 3 of their members, and they've decided to not just cease that production, they've refunded they've canceled and then refunded all of the orders that were already made, and they straight up canceled the entire crossover. So that is just a dead deal.
Yeah, I believe the companies that are smaller, I don't mean to imply Height is small, but the companies that are more agile in this space are having an easier time moving away from it. Bishi Pro here, for instance, is fan run, and fans typically don't have very powerful contracts. It's usually more like we're doing this as fans, and Niji's okay with it. And then you have Height, who is at the moment working a little bit more closely with HoloLive, so they can afford to cut this contract.
I mean, they're just a professional, enthusiast PC case maker anyway. This isn't like, it's not like they're losing their main line.
Yeah.
These are just some little collabs they were doing. But at the same time, people have compared numbers, roughly what this could end up costing. And they said that the HoloLive cases that have already sold, that Height has sold around 2,000 to 3,000 cases each for each talent. So if you're assuming that
they were selling for $300
for $300,
well, it was a case and like a wall scroll and a desk mat. Several things were included, but it was a $300 pack of stuff.
So if you're assuming Niji was expecting to sell roughly the same amount, 2,000 cases at $300 a piece for 3 talents, you're looking at almost $1 million in losses.
Yeah. Now, granted, a lot of that was going to be production costs for Height. There was going to be marketing costs. There's always just delivery fees, production, everything like that goes into it. So there's no way that would be a pure number. They probably were going to make tens to hundreds of thousands, maybe, on like the high end estimates, right? But still, that's not nothing. That's still a significant chunk of change, especially if you're expecting it from like a deal that you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So,
just in general, it's not a good move to lose out on a deal like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically just like it's a rough thing to lose any sort of collaboration like that, because that's one of those things that I saw it and I was like, damn, that Rosemi case is actually really cool, Like,
yeah.
So
before all this happened,
that was my standpoint. I was like, wow, these cases are actually really nice looking. So this is unfortunate for everybody that tried to pre-order one that was a fan of each talent. But yeah, I can't blame them for wanting to distance themselves from such a controversial company at this point.
Because Height did this like a day or two after their little
like the first news came out, the first announcement of termination and everything.
It was like a day or two after they made their announcement, where they called Salad negligible.
That's right.
In their investor announcement.
That's what it was.
So that investor announcement is something that's actually directly tied to a company that's selling products in collaboration with them.
Yeah. And I think that's something we're going to be seeing more and more of, and especially that we're going to talk about today, is that people and companies are distancing themselves from Nijisanji very purposely right now, because there's such a major fan backlash that it's hard to want to associate right now with the company.
The next big one that's kind of it's it's not actually officially confirmed, but Good Smile is. If you don't know who Good Smile is, they're one of the biggest like weeb figure stores in the world and have been for a long time.
Yeah, I can point out at least 4 things on this our podcast set right now. There's Goober here, the figure, and then Tokinosora, and then Mio, Aqua. Those are all Good Smile figures. Those are their pop-up parade line, which are like, I don't know. When I think of pop-up parades, I'm like, yeah, they're affordable. They're like affordable figures, but they're really good for what you're paying. The quality is pretty solid, right?
Yeah.
They're not $400 figures, but that's not what they're aiming for. They're just so that you can have some cool merch that you can put on your shelf, and it doesn't cost you 3 arms and a leg.
Good Smile makes those too.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's one of their figures. They also make Nendoroids, which are like one of the biggest things. And we have a Corona Nendoroid. We've bought Good Smile stuff ourselves before. Again, we're more in the HoloLive sphere of things.
And we'll do it again.
Yeah, we will. God willing, and the creek don't rise. So yeah, like Good Smiles, they have a really solid reputation. Again, they're not like making. Some of their models are very expensive, actually.
Some of them, yeah.
Because there was the giant Hosho Marine that I still really want to buy, but it's $300. But it's a statue. It would take up the middle of our table here, and I still want it. But
yeah. But
so they make figures, they make models, they make all kinds of stuff. They make automatones, and they sell them. I don't know if they make them. I know they sell them in Japan.
yeah, but where we're getting with this though is that people have noticed that the Good Smile English store specifically has pulled all Nijisanji merch off the store.
Yes.
All pre-orders, all existing merch is all gone.
You can't even search for the members. Like, it just does not come up right now.
This is not true of the Good Smile Japan store. You can still buy all of that regularly off of their Japanese website, but it seems as if they're maybe considering cutting ties with the English side of things, or at the very least, they're kind of hiding it until maybe this will blow over, and they're just afraid of the bad PR more than likely.
Yes. It's one of those things where even if it's just temporarily, they've pulled down the products for US sale.
Yeah.
So anybody that's done any sales of anything in the past knows that if you don't have things listed for sale, you're not making money on it, and if you're not making money on it, you're paying warehousing fees on it, and you're losing money actively. That is how this works. So this is going to hurt no matter what. Who it's going to hurt specifically, I don't know. That's up in the air. There's probably complex legal agreements on these things on who pays for what. But warehousing fees are not cheap.
Yeah.
And if you're just stocking a warehouse and you don't have any way to sell anything, it's going to get expensive quickly. So it's just one of those things that this is another thing that's going to hurt them. Even if they do a month or two from now relist everything for sale, they've lost like a month or two of sales and like money out of it. So this is another, and a Good Smile is like I said, they're a well-known brand. They make Figma, they make Nendoroid. They are just Shy Lily got an Nendoroid, and she was like, this has always been one of the biggest goals for me, you know.
Yeah,
they make things that weebs love, and they're a well-respected company. And so like them distancing themselves from Nijisanji EN right now it's rough for them.
Yeah.
So that's just like the 3 bigger companies that we've heard of recently. But there's more coming out every day, frankly. I've seen additional fan artists especially distancing themselves from Nijisanji and saying they won't create any more artwork. They won't be selling any other things. They're going to sell out their stock and be done with it. It's a very common response right now from a lot of the fans, as well as the companies that are in like contract with Nijisanji. So, and that would have been our update.
Would have been,
but it's not anymore.
Yeah, it's not.
Cameron, would you like to take us away?
Yeah. So, I was considering a joke, but this is so fucking okay. I'm a tired, sleepy boy. I hope you all realize that. I want that to be one of the messages you take away, no matter what mental space you enter. Thank you, everyone, for watching. All that is to say, that the night prior to the recording of this podcast, I had snuggled into bed to get what the old folk refer to as an early night. I was prepared to go to bed. I pulled up a stream to watch. I was getting ready to watch some Neopets for a little bit. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see something get recommended to me on the algorithm. And that is, that's Elira Penrose, another name I had never had to say out loud. Pandora.
Elira Pandora.
Thank you. That was, you realize I'm a sleepy boy, not a pronunciation boy. That said, I get recommended her for the first time in my entire life, and it's a room filled with 10,000 people waiting for a stream to start, and it's like something like a message from Nijisanji EN, and I feel my gut sink. Like, oh, what are you saying, and why is it on a Livers channel? Mm-hmm. So I pull up Discord and I start typing with the boys. I go like, hey.
We're in a group chat, believe it or not.
Yeah, we communicate and we talk. And I ask what's for dinner and everyone goes,
You send your message. And as I'm like, I'm watching my calm Gura on a Deep Rock stream, having a good time.
I should have been watching that. So I message. I go, hey, boys, it looks like they're going to do a thing. And I'm literally speculating a little bit, like, I wonder if they're going to apologize. Because my first assumption why they'd bring Livers on board is so they could clarify that things are great at Nijisanji EN and have Livers actually talk about the conditions and what their plans are. That'd be a really good move. Like 2 minutes before it starts, I feel like an epiphany hit me. And I type to the group chat and I say, there's a non-zero chance they're just going to shit on Selling more. The stream starts up. It's a black screen. There's no funny haha anime PNGs dancing around in the corner. This is a serious.
Elira is using her real voice,
which makes me deeply uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And right away, she's just like, hey guys, we have to talk about something very serious. I'm here with me, and also Vox is here, and also Ike. I misheard them every time they said the name Ike. I thought they were saying Mike every time. I didn't think it was Ike the talent. I thought there was a guy named Mike who wasn't particularly a talent, but just Mike hanging out.
We brought in our comfort Mike.
I'm not kidding when I say every time they said Ike, I heard Mike. So I'm like, oh, I guess it's Mike's turn to talk.
It's understandable.
I wonder what he has to bring up.
what with Mike and Ike's existing and all.
And what follows is a black screen stream, which is the YouTuber equivalent of when it's just their bedroom and the camera pointed at them. They go, we need to talk. So like right away, it's this like sinking sensation of drama. And first thing they clarify that lets you know they're going to be getting into some raw things in this apparently 15-minute long scripted stream is that everything we're about to say has been approved by Nijisanji management and reviewed by our lawyers. So guys, so where are we at this point emotionally? How are we feeling?
Oh, at this point in the stream?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just kind of I don't even know at this point. I'm pretty much like, okay, this is gonna be sad and upsetting, and it's not gonna make. I don't think it'll make me feel better, but we're gonna hang out and see where this goes. Maybe they'll actually put out some kind of good messaging here or something, right?
Yeah, that's kind of my general feeling too. Until the very first sentence that came out of her mouth.
Yeah.
See, we were fools because we had optimism in our hearts.
So
at this point,
I think it's kind of important to note that this is a drama sandwich wherein Elira and Ike are not really saying much. They're kind of more the cushiony words. So in this announcement, it's Vox who has been given the largest part of the script, and he had a lot to go over. When I had originally written notes live as they were talking, I took notes of who said what. It really doesn't matter what the other two said, because they really were just saying like, I'm sad. This situation is sad. You probably feel sad too.
Bro, so it went Elira and then Vox and then Ike.
Correct.
And I was then waiting for Elira to actually say her statement. I was legitimately like, okay, when's Elira gonna go? And then the stream ended and I was like, what happened?
She said a few questionable things that made me feel worse at the start, and that's it.
And that was it.
Like the way she started, at the very least, I felt like we were going to be getting something, I don't know, sympathetic. That's such a strong word, but that's how I feel. So we're not going to bury the lead too much. I really want to highlight this as we get into it. I don't know how we'd be the first source you hear of this, but the video, the stream, the VOD, it currently has 100,000 down thumbers. That's down votes. And it doesn't have a lot of upvotes. So this is not a very popular stream. So let's get into what was said. So again, most of it said by Mr. Vox over there. We start again by repeating Nijisanji's main sticking point. They're very upset about it, in my opinion, my observation of it. Right away, we're back in on she did not get proper approval for her music video. Yes, we've been over this. Both parties could have handled the music video situation a lot better. I kind of side with Selen because I'm confused how this big of a video gets so little oversight. But, you know, whatever. Maybe she should have reported it more often or sooner. I understand her frustrations with management. And I also understand that when you run a company where a lot of your upper management doesn't speak the language, there's this need for communication and patience. That said, like, during this, the big movement, the big change is we see screenshots of the official company Discord. We see the MP4 she uploaded on December 24th. We see the reply the next day at 9 p.m. where the manager goes, yeah, weird video. Looks like we could probably put it up, but it has past livers on it. So we're probably gonna have to look it over and get approval from everyone. And then the next reply is her going, wait, why is it already up? We're gonna have to private it. And then they at the end, they reshow Selen's tweet where she's talking about how upset she was.
Yeah, because they also said, before you state anything publicly, check with me first. And then they showed the screenshot of her just sending the tweet anyway.
So yeah, things are a little out of order there, obviously. Mm-hmm. It's a very straightforward series of events. I will point out that from the time she initially messaged her manager, Selen, being the person I'm talking about, Selen messaging her manager to look over the example video before upload, to the time that she got her first response from the manager was like 1.5 days before there was like a response at all.
Yeah, like I feel like that's a while, unless there's a noted time gap issue between your English talent and your management, who I assume is also English. I don't know.
I think I noted that it was like an 8:30 a.m. she messaged them, and then 9:30 p.m. the next day or something that she had a response.
Like I think if you upload something to be looked at by 8:30, it's pretty reasonable to expect it to be at least noted that you uploaded it within the business day. And Selen was time sensitive. She was trying to get this up by Christmas. The video description noting as much. I mean, that said, like, I'm trying not to get too lost in the weeds on this because my gut reaction is to go back to Selen's words and like remember what she had said, because I feel like the situation's more complicated than it's being made out to be here. But I'm trying to avoid becoming a drama YouTuber.
The thing is, this is one screenshot showing the course of like 3 days' time, and this video has been like, according to Selen, they got initial permissions in like 2022 to start working on this.
Yeah, this video didn't come out of thin air. All that we see
it's also like 6 screenshots of individual messages stuck together and then put up. We don't know if there's other messages in between these that are left out. Like it's not one cohesive image, because you see like there's gaps between each picture, So anyways, we don't have a full context.
So we don't see what came before the screenshots. We don't see the in between, all that. So the first point like here is already not strong. I tried to come into this video with the clearest of minds, because this could be a statement from the livers. We could hear some stuff. There's rumors of bullying in Nijisanji. I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious what's going on. I don't like that the first point brought up is something we already know a lot about, and that she admitted to as much. Mm-hmm. Like, we already know from her. So I don't really understand why we're bringing this up again. So after that, checking our notes because I want to go by those, even though I have most of this going on in my brain. Mm-hmm. Another god tier claim, Selen was acting rashly and damaging the company's reputation. Yeah, again, I deeply value the company's reputation. Me speaking as a fan, HoloLive could vanish, and as long as every single talent is still around and streaming, I'm not hurt. I don't really care about the corporation. But if the corporation is nice, that's a huge bonus. Phase Connect seems like a fun place to work.
Yeah.
So
Idle Corp is retaining its talents. I mean, shit.
I don't know. It's not a good look.
Well, not all of them, but
It's
most
not
of them.
It's not a good look that you've put out 2 statements now on this situation, and both of them include our reputation was hurt.
Yeah, it's boo-hoo your feelings. Like, it's basically my response to that.
Yeah, like it wouldn't hurt to be a little bit drier and a little less selfish sounding.
And that's the thing. I think that a lot of Niji's messaging has not been it hasn't been focused on the talent. It's been focused on the company, and that's one of their biggest issues.
It's been surprisingly immature.
Yeah. There's no humble like feeling coming from them at all.
Yes. Speaking of immature about this, like Selen has not initiated any of this.
That's important to note.
She was just playing video games, man.
They put their first statement out, and Selen's like, okay, I was kind of not really expecting this, but I was prepared. Put out her counter statements. Same thing. She was literally streaming when they put this statement out, and she's ready to move on. And the company put this statement out and just stirred everything up again.
I think it is also important to note some more context to this, because we did get a little bit of earlier padding. It appears as though this 15-minute video is a response to a legal document they had received from Salen's lawyer. It is a document that contains information pertaining to what Salen's grievances are with the company. And as a part of the document, and this was included as one of the big oh no moments, the document contains the real names and addresses of the livers. This being apparently the 3 who are right there, and I think like 1 or 2 others. Since, something's either being alleged against them, or for the intent of legal issues, they need to be named.
Evidence could be provided that they are a part of, and so they were named with their real names, their legal names in a legal document, just because they were in some way associated with what was going on.
But
yeah,
that was one of Vox's big selling points, and trying to throw her under the bus, though, was like, well, she had this legal document with our real names. She was going to dox us. We had to say something. And it's like, it's a legal document. You can't just go putting Vox on the legal document.
Yeah.
That's not who you are.
Yeah.
It's important to note that. You can't sue a character. You can't sue a performance name. We have to go by your legal name, hence the legal moniker.
Yes. And that's just it. So if you're involved at all, even if you're just accessory to evidence, then, I mean, your name's going to be in there. Now, again, this was a legal document. It's for Salen's lawyers. It's for Nijisanji's lawyers. It's for the lawyers, because they're the ones that should be figuring this out, right? Well, we now know, because they said that this is what happened, that they got to see these documents that were for the lawyers. Now, I'm not a legal professional.
No, you're not.
You're not a legal professional.
No, I am not.
You're not a legal professional. Our knowledge in this realm is limited, and nothing that we say should be taken as legal advice nor fact.
We are no legal eagle.
We are chatting, but it seems like it's kind of bullshit that these talents were given the chance to look at these documents. Basically, they got to see their names. That's why they know they're there. They were at the very least told about them, but they said they were.
Yeah, the claim at the time is that they only saw a section of the document that was pertinent to their personal knowledge.
Yes. And so, like, I don't think that even informing them that they were named necessitates them seeing the document, because the legal team could just be like, hey, just a heads up, you were named in this document. Now, I don't know if legally speaking that is correct. If you're a lawyer, let us know.
The counter I've heard from them is that, yes, since they were named in it, they needed to know that they were involved. They needed to see what it was in these legal documents that involved them. But then the counterpoint that everybody else has for that then is, okay, well, they know then. They got to see the documents. why are they then now releasing that to the public
And discussing it on a fucking live stream.
We did not need to know that. That was okay. That was for those 3 to know. Why are they telling us now?
Yeah, and that's the weirdest part. This is like oversharing to the ugliest degree. I don't get it. And like to a certain extent I do get it, because there's a lot of good actors in every community, but there's a lot of bad actors too. And I get it. They're receiving harassment. And you shouldn't harass talent at any point. That's bullshit. Be a better person. You can just say, I'm done with this talent, and walk away at any point. You can do that. That's fine. You can even discuss with other people why you left or what you found upsetting. That's fine. If you message the talent to harass them, you're a fucking shitter. And I hate you. I'm sorry, that's a very strong statement. I'm still in my feelings.
It's
but
just even now.
Don't harass people.
It's like even now they had the right to make a public statement themselves. It's not like them making a statement is wrong to begin with.
No, that's fine.
It's the way that they went about it that makes it feel like they're doing something, that they're being forced to do this for the company.
And again, I will probably not engage with any of these people ever again.
Yeah.
Outside of talking about them on a podcast, I'm not going to seek out their talent for my entertainment again.
Because this whole video they did from start to finish was them just attempting to throw all kinds of things to just throw Selen under the bus and to try and destroy her even further.
Which is where I think we should get into the stuff that really upset me, because we're still at like the start of Upsettle Central.
Remember when we were like, we're not going to spend an hour on this?
I do. So this is the stuff that's the core of my fuming. So a large part of this, and a part of the reason to rehash the argument that she should have listened better to management, was at this point Fox pinpointed that he's never had trouble with management. He's always had a good time with them. They've always been fast and efficient. He turned to his 2 co-hosts. Mike said, yep, good times. Vox then also proceeded to get into a little bit more of stuff that upset me. I forgot in the middle of being upset what upset me, so I'm rereading the document in front of everyone. This is a good showing of me.
It was about the recording stuff, probably.
Thank you so much. So, Vox, and this is the one thing that I don't blame him for, because this might upset me too. At some point during one of their private conversations, I think he said it was like a year ago, she had recorded audio of him during a Discord call they had in an attempt to later use as evidence to prove that managers showed preferential treatment, something that he said that the managers don't do, even though he just said he had an easy time with managers, while Selen reports she had a bad time, and other former livers said they had a bad time with management.
That's part of the drama side of things, honestly, because there's a lot of people that have argued that there is a lot of proof out there that Vox has, in fact, had a lot of preferential treatment.
Yeah, like right away I could tell that like he's had preferential treatment as soon as he said it, because that sounds like gaslighting to me. There's been too many talents that reported having a huge problem with management, and to hear him say, I've had no problems, sounds like management's giving you a really easy time, buddy. No offense, my guy. But yeah, he was recorded without his consent, and the audio was saved and kept for a year. Now, yeah, that's not the coolest move ever, in my opinion. I want to highlight that. But it's not illegal. Canada's single-party consent. You don't need the other person to agree to being recorded to record them. Still not the coolest move ever.
Not a fan of it myself either, but at the same time, if you're trying to keep receipts, I guess I sort of get it.
Here at Super Chats, we do not idolize, we do not enshrine. Everyone will be held accountable.
Yeah, except Kiara.
Who's perfect and has never done anything wrong.
Again, I want to state that was a joke just now. Kiara has not been accused of any ill doings. Except for being incredibly down bad for a lot of pretty girls. There you go.
Your Honor, guilty as charged. And then, so yeah.
I would just like to say, this is another part where they brought up the legal document. They brought up these voice recordings. And at the same time, Selen has never used this against them.
No, like, I am a little upset that he was recorded without his knowledge with the intent to prove a point. That's like a little upsetting. That's a real conversation you have to have with a friend. Mm-hmm. The fact she never used it or shared it that they could claim or prove makes it less upsetting. It's like, yeah, if she was fucking showing it around, that'd be kind of weird. That'd be kind of upsetting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to like tell Vox his feelings aren't valid. Like he tells Selen. This is it. Okay, I want to get there. I've popped the lid. My least favorite part of this stream, and the part that really upset me, was the part when he said, if you were upset and if you didn't like it there, you could have just quit. Are you kidding me? Who wrote that part of the script? That's victim blaming. That's gaslighting. That's bullcrap. So you're telling a girl who went through her own little personal hell, who was dependent on this job for money, like all three of you are, you're telling her that she should have just quit, just cope with her non-compete for 6 months and hopefully have enough revenue in the bank. Just undo all the knots in your head between you and management and your fans and hoping they follow you. Have you seen how much relief she's had since she's left Nijisanji and discovered people would follow her? She was in a bad place that led to the worst outcome, and you're telling her that at some point you should have just realized how bad it was getting and be better? Do you know how many people stick with their jobs that they hate? And how many people tell their friends in confidence, I'm considering to quit, and then don't? So that's a moral failure of your character. If I told my friends here, I don't know if I want to keep doing the podcast and then change my mind in a week, that means any future agony I may have with the project is invalid.
It's a very bad point that he tried to make. And I agree with you on that.
That is by far the least favorite thing I've ever heard out of one of these people's mouths. Like, that's so upsetting. And you said that so shortly after acknowledging her low point and being like, don't harass her as an old friend. Really? This is what an old friend does?
Listen, I'm going to be real honest. And again, I've literally just said, don't harass talent. So don't listen to this part, Vox. I don't like Vox Haachama.
No.
I'm putting it out there. I have not liked him from the first moment I heard about him, because the first thing I heard about him was a few months ago when he did a roleplay stream where he roleplayed having a panic attack and didn't warn anybody that he was roleplaying. He just faked having a panic attack and really concerned a lot of his fans. Not a cool way to get introduced to someone.
Yeah, my introduction to him was this.
So
like, and then after
Carlos, have you known anything about Vox up until now?
The panic attack thing.
Yeah, and that's about it for me. Like, I just immediately I was like, I don't think I like that guy. Like,
so
he didn't apologize. He might have apologized. I don't know.
I think it's safe to say we've covered the main contents of the video. After this, he passes it to Mike, who forgets to make a point.
Yes.
And then they close out the video. And then you click back open to Dokibird, who unfortunately is no longer playing Neopets because they strategically scheduled this fucking stream during her first normal stream. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. That
Holy
feels
shit.
so intentional, too.
Some of these fucking people have ridden on some of my favorite VTubers' asses because they accidentally scheduled a stream on top of someone else's birthday stream, and they apologized and rescheduled, and that was still a grievous sin. What the fuck is this bullshit? Seriously.
It's absolute insanity. Like, at this point, and again, Doki was doing her first gameplay stream back. She just wanted to play fucking Neopets. And suddenly this drops on her head while she's streaming. Like, and so she cuts it short because she's like, I gotta go talk to my lawyer. And then she's just done.
I don't want to watch people play Apex, but I want to watch them play Neopets. This sucks. I was excited for it.
Yeah.
And she wasn't. All this to say, a key point I have in my soul, and I think you all agree with this, and this is probably the most interesting part to talk about. Why the fuck are livers saying this shit?
Yeah, there's no reason that they should be the mouthpiece of the company. And I want to bring up something that is pure speculation. That there's indications toward, but no hard evidence of, gentlemen. And basically, I'm going to do this in a very blunt way. What's the over-under on Scarl being there next week? because she's the only one not to retweet, but Nijisanji's Twitter post about linking to this video.
Yeah.
But she also hopped into one of her pre-stream chats and was like, thank you for everything. And now none of those chats are accessible at all.
And some of her videos are vanishing.
Some of her videos are vanishing. She hasn't been active on Twitter in the past 24 hours, though that might have changed now. I haven't seen.
As of the time of this podcast, you may have all the answers.
And she was also, you know, brought up as one of the people at Nijisanji who had been harassed in the past. What do you think? She's gonna be there in 3 days?
I honestly couldn't say.
I don't.
I will.
This is very fresh, is what the stuff I'm talking about right now. This is pure speculation, like I said.
The only thing that I will say, speculation wise, for me personally, is this is probably at the very least another little silent ban.
Yeah, either I feel like it's either a punishment or. And I'm wondering if she's eyeing the door or being shown the door, but that's where I'm at right now. Is I like, again, pure speculation. Tomorrow could change everything on this, and like by the time this podcast comes out, it could all be like in the past, in the history. And then she comes out with a statement and is just like, "I'm never leaving" or something. You know, you never know.
Yeah.
But right now, that's one of those things that's just like, oh, the community is definitely talking about this shit right now. Like this is fresh. This is new. This is bleeding edge information stuff right now. You know.
Yeah, Niji is still putting out new statements every now and then, forcing Selen to continue to respond and react to it.
Yeah, where they could literally just shut the fuck up and let things be for a little while.
Let your lawyer settle it. Okay. And
you know what you do when you step in horse shit?
wipe it off.
No.
Oh,
Because if you wipe it off, it's going to smear.
fuck, I hate that.
You have to let it dry, and then you can just knock it off. You got to let things dry for a while.
This was a very potent metaphor.
Yeah.
But
I stole it from Boardwalk Empire, a good show featuring Steve Buscemi. Go
But
ahead.
like, listen, I had no opinion of Vox. I never saw a stream from any of these three people. Nijisanji, En, why do I now dislike these people? I should have never heard a word about this situation from them. Why are you making your livers say this? Why are you letting them say it? You shouldn't be encouraging this.
And that's why I brought up Scarl, because she's the only one that hasn't specifically fallen in line, and I have bad feelings about this.
The one thing I will say is this is also another cultural difference, because Japanese companies are known for doing this.
Yes.
Oh, you're right. You are right. I forgot about that.
And that's the other thing, is that the reason that they keep persisting and trying to knock down Doki and trying to fuck her over and put all of the blame firmly upon her is because, and this is again speculation, I don't know for sure, but it worked the last time they did it. Because the last time they did it was Zion Lanza, and it worked. And the community disregarded everything that she tried to say for the most part. And now she's probably feeling fucking vindicated, at least a little bit.
And so are we here at Super Chats Podcast, always on the right side of history.
we try. We aim for 70%.
Zion, come on the podcast.
Zion.
She has a friend who wants to come on.
Rip Zion. She's in the ground. But Sayu Synchro, if you ever want to decide to come on the podcast, boy, I bet you could tell us some stuff. Not that you would be breaking any NDAs.
I would like to reiterate, every time I ask people to come on the show, it's a bit. It's funny to me.
One of these days, it might not be a bit.
I'm going to be scared who bites first. It's probably going to be like the salmon lady. It's like,
oh, dude, I just watched Salmon Lordette today.
Hey, Salmon Lordette, how you doing? She's like, good. What streams am I? And you're like, I haven't clicked on one yet. I'm sorry. This was a bad bit. I think you're cool, though.
I literally looked her up today, and like 7 of her past 10 streams are called like ASMR kisses.
God, I love her so much.
It's like, I want fish kiss. Like,
I would watch them if they were like very explicitly salmon kisses, not like a cute girl going, "You had a hard day at work, didn't you?" More like, "You had a hard day, didn't you?" Sorry, I was having a little bit of joy in the middle of all
we
this.
had to fucking break at some point, guys. This is like the heaviest fucking shit.
So shortly after this, we actually did get an official statement from Nijisanji En. I'm going to let you know the only part of this video I have seen so far. To depicts the CEO edited so he's only moving up and down, his mouth caught off screen.
Yes.
It appears as though he's committing to a sex act.
That is the implication that has been edited to make you infer.
This is quite rude and defamatory, and we will not stand for it. I haven't seen the official one, however.
Well,
There's a lot of good meme edits out there.
well, let me tell you about the official one.
Oh, I'm so excited for you to tell me.
Yeah, I want to know too.
It's 6.5 minutes of corpo talk. The end.
Thank God, corporal talk always soothes me.
Let me tell you about how frustrating watching this fucking video is. He immediately is like, our talents are the most important part of anything to us. And
You should pay for her therapy bills.
Bruh,
You should pay her
can't
medical
just
bills.
say things if you don't actually do them. Like, you can, but no one's gonna believe you.
I'll say this: if they had not done the stream with their talents before this and had only put this out, it would have been fine.
It would have been fine. This would have been the right move.
This would have been the exact corpo statement that they needed from the CEO. But the fact that they did the stream with their talents before this, that directly contradicts everything that he says in the corpo statement, it made things even worse.
We value our talents' mental health, but also if they're bitching, nothing's wrong.
And let me also pick apart one other fucking thing that made me really upset was that he was like, oh, we're revamping our support programs, even though we didn't have any until this year or last year. We were focused on different areas. We were trying to build up our staff members. We've hired people. Just cool. And he says they're committing to make changes in like 3 super fucking generic areas and does not specifically say that there's going to be anything done. There is no single thing specified that will change. And do you know what that means?
Nothing's gonna
Fuck all's gonna change.
Remember all day today when I was concerned about how I appear to our audience that's increasingly growing and I just did a mock blowjob on screen? That was a good moment for us.
There, now you're not alone.
Yeah, we all
Carlos, mock blowjob.
blow a dick with us. Yeah!
See, there was one thing he did specify in this video, by the way.
No, what was it?
He apologized to investors.
He did.
Heaven fucking forbid.
We're
We're fucking investors. We super chat these people. We're Super Chats podcast. Here's $4. Your feet smell.
I want to make something extraordinarily plain right now. Very, very obvious. Cameron,
Yes.
do you own any stock in any company that is even tangentially related to VTubers?
I had to change my credit card number, so I'm no longer supporting Calliope Mori as of this time.
Okay, but that's not a stock.
I have no other assets to disclose.
You cannot purchase stock in Cali, but I appreciate your intentions here.
Me and the Nijisanji EN ran a cabin sometimes. No.
It's upstate. It's nice.
It's very nice.
There's a
Very
lake.
nice Poconos.
Yeah. Carlos, do you own any stock related even tangentially to VTubers?
No.
All right, let me disclose something to you. I own stock in Apple and Microsoft, and those are the closest I come to any of this.
And I think Apple makes great laptops. They perform great. The watch gets me through my day.
The M series chips are fantastic. You ought to go run out and buy one right now. This is a bit, but I am actually invested in Apple, so take what I say relating to Apple with a grain of salt. Same with Microsoft. I actually own a small. I'm not like I'm a billionaire here. I've got a small amount of stock that I sort of bought as a joke in both of these companies. Also, I own some Dogecoin. That's really a joke.
Hey, if they added HoloLive to the American Stock Exchange, I'd probably drop like 100 on it.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, I want to say right now, if any of us invest in a VTuber company and have any material thing that we could possibly gain from this, we will disclose it to you.
You will be told.
We're not like it's the Linus has to tell everyone every time he talks about Framework that he owns part of them, and that would be us. If I own $5 of Cover stock, you bet your ass I'm gonna be like, I'm invested in Cover Corp. Like, just trying to make me seem cooler, you know? Oh my god. Anyways, that little tangent aside, basically, what it boils down to, and what I'd like to recap real quick is 3 talents from Nijisanji En acted as mouthpieces for the company. It was not a good idea. Everyone is even angrier than they were before, and now they have people to point at, which was really shitty. And basically, they're receiving more harassment now and it's not great. Nijisanji then put out a very ineffective statement that is getting memed to fuck on Twitter.
Very hard.
And boy, people love putting fart sounds into that guy's video. And again, at that point, everyone was already even more angry than before somehow. And now they're looking at the CEO even more and being angry at him as well. That is the current situation. We're all still feeling our feelings because as soon as we begin to heal, it got ripped open again. How the fuck do you think Doki feels? Not great, because apparently she didn't sleep last night, and then she played Apex today because it was her comfort game. That's where we're at right now.
Like, what is wrong? We had it out of our system.
Flork of Cows.
Oh, no.
Noted webcomic artist who has created more than 10,000 webcomics, Flork of Cows, put out a comic today. And it made me laugh pretty fucking hard. Because it depicts a sock man, as is all in basically all of his comics, saying, "I've been training all my life for this moment." And then it zooms out and we see that he's standing under a sign that says, "Stupid Fucker Corporation. Competition. Stupid fucker competition." He's been training for the stupid fucker competition all his life. And then we see someone else there with a Nijisanji logo.
Oh, no.
And then it cuts back to the first man, and he's aghast because he knows he has no fucking chance. Because Jesus Christ, if there was a fucking award for stepping in shit and then just deciding to roll in it, they would get it right now.
I'll have you know, this is not the only one I've seen. There is another one out there somewhere.
Oh, another Fork of Clouds thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's just Flork, or his sock man, screaming at the Nijisanji logo to shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. Because that's what they should have done from the start.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a world where they just came out and were just like, we've decided to terminate our contract with Solid, and things just weren't working out?
Yeah. Would have been a much better world.
Bro, like, they would have been fine. Like, there would be some backlash, and then, like, Doki would come back out and hopefully still be doing well. But that's, like, this has been, like, such a fucking PR disaster. People are going to talk about this for a very long time.
I mean, they have, because big content creators unrelated content creators have picked up on it now.
Exactly.
Like Moist Critical has,
So-
Asmongold has.
And this is the thing, is just, like, normally when there's any big VTuber news, there's a group of people that you see videos come out from. And I'm not going to speak positively or negatively about any of these people because I don't know them and I usually don't watch their content. But Kyo, False ID, Depressed Nasogi, and there's at least a couple others that I'm sure I'm missing, and I apologize to you. But every one of them has had a half dozen videos about this subject, right? This is being talked to death, basically, right? Mm-hmm. And it's understandable. It's the biggest news in VTubing forever, basically, right? And now we've got Charlie Moist Critical, Penguin Zero.
Which I'll have you know, Moist Critical has more subscribers than the entire Niji EN branch combined.
Yeah. The man has 14.5 million subscribers, posted a 22-minute-ish video today discussing this entire subject. That is more exposure than Niji could have possibly prepared for. Not only that, Mutahar of what is this series?
Some Ordinary Gamer, I think he goes by.
Yeah. Has announced that he has a video that is ready to go live about the situation. Whether that's up or not right now, I don't know. So
I'd like to point out that Moist Critical's video on Nijisanji almost has as many views as Nijisanji's announcement.
yes,
and it has more likes, many more likes.
very much so. So yes, again, there's been that's where we're at. Is the big YouTubers are getting involved.
Nijisanji has been trying to treat this whole situation as though it were a Japanese corporation problem. They're about to remember this is a YouTube problem, because these are the drama vultures.
Yeah.
I don't normally like to attribute this reputation to them, as I find it untastely. I don't like drama people. If Charlie and Mutahar are on your thing, the vultures are officially gnawing at the corpse.
Yeah.
The game has really fucking started, because these guys are usually the death knell. I don't think they can take down a corporation, but they're going to make the drama worse.
Yeah.
That's about it. They are some of the biggest names in the game when it comes to, we'll charitably say, dissemination of information regarding dramatic events.
Yeah, and I guess to give them both credit, Charlie and a little less Mutahar, but still him, are usually on the better end of the drama boys. There are way worse people who I can't stand.
Yeah, there's a lot of rough ones out there. And again, try not to shit where you eat.
Yeah.
We're obviously discussing it too. We've been flippant. We've been angry. We've been upset. We're trying to cope with our feelings, but also like there's just a lot happening with this, and it's feeling worse.
Yeah,
all
I
the
want to
time.
leave the deep down dirty drama conversation to them. We're talking about our feelings and opinions.
Yeah. All right. Either way, the point stands that this news is getting bigger and bigger now. And instead of letting it rest, suddenly it has been thrust back into the spotlight even further now. And I really, just speaking to Nijisanji English at this point, you're not going to come out of this on top if you continue to do it this way. It's not going to fucking work. The Western audience is not the Eastern audience. We're not going to react the same way that the Eastern audience does. Apparently, go ahead.
It's like we got fooled with Zion once. People are seeing it. They're not getting fooled again.
You don't have
Won't get fooled.
You don't have like 8 people quit in a year whenever you have like 30 people total in the EN sphere and expect people to be like, it probably is fine there. Like, that's just not how it works. And also, like, we revere corporations a lot less on our side of the planet right now.
Oh, yeah.
We really aren't cool with corporations in general, especially with our generations. So
You owe your company nothing.
yeah. That's basically it. And so if a company's acting like a shitbird, call it out, because it's the only way to fix things, right?
Which honestly just makes it. Oh boy, I can't wait to praise Hololive. It makes it more impressive. Cover has done a decent job. Yay!
They've had fuck ups. Don't act. I mean, like, we can't act like they
100%
haven't.
They recovered from them.
And that's the thing, is they learned and they adapted and they apologized and they did better.
I'm still watching everyone from Hololive EN except for Sana.
Exactly.
And Sana's graduation was extremely reasonable.
Pretty much. Like,
I'm not upset.
I'm still sad about Sana.
You can,
but that's
you're
not
sad, but
upset.
not angry.
Yeah, I'm sad because I miss Sana, because it's one of those things where, like, I took a lot of time to find my Oshi in that generation, and then she fucking graduated. And I was like, no, I just got here. Anyways.
All right, I think it's time to move on to that just little response. What Dokibird's been up to.
Yes, let's do that, and then let's never talk about this again until next
Please. Please.
All right, Dokibird has returned went from 10,000 subscribers to now over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube in couple weeks?
Yep, she already hit her goal for the year.
Yeah, 500,000 was her yearly goal. Was her annual goal for after she returned,
There you go.
and it's been a week.
Her debut stream capped out at about 126,000 concurrent viewers and currently has over 1.3 million views. She has a merch store up right now that you can visit and purchase things from if you so desire.
Mm-hmm. She talked about the shipping on stickers and how they had to make a snap change.
Yep.
That was funny.
She also they had some issues getting the store live, and then when she sold out of her special edition bundle, which was signed by her, because there were 100 of them initially and they sold out immediately, and she was like, I think we fucked things up, I'll do another 100, and then they were sold out also immediately. Like, I saw the tweet 20 minutes after it went up and I was like, I didn't have a chance. So that's how that went too.
Yeah, which she already has a manager too.
Yeah,
A big
Manson.
Yeah.
Mr. Man.
Mr. Man, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, who helped get her shop up within a week of her coming back
Yeah, that was like so fast.
with merch.
And you can buy a Doki Makara right now.
Yeah.
So yes, it's impressive. Apparently, the Mr. Man used to work with XQC at some point. That's all I know. So moving up in the world, Mr. Man, frankly. So yes, up until yesterday, Doki was just on a course for the stars. She still is, but now she's fucking upset. And I don't like that. I want her to not be upset and also be doing great. So I just want Nijisanji to shut the fuck up. Like at the realist, at where my core is at right now. That's what I want because they're not helping anything. Mm-hmm. Just shut up as a company. Stop talking about Solon. Leave it in the past. Let legal teams do their job, and let's move on with the future and just try and make cool stuff. Any other thoughts right now? Anything else you want to talk about with Doki?
I hope she
else?
reschedules her Neopets stream. I want to watch her play Neopets.
She probably will eventually.
Neopets is an obscenely funny game to me.
Because it was owned by Scientology?
Because at one point they had so she even talked about at the beginning of her stream, which made me really fucking excited for it till it got canceled. There's this drama in the Neopets community. If you're excited for a Neopets aside, please don't click ahead.
Click.
Neopets has would you say Neopets has an iconic art style? Like you close your eye.
You've nodded your head, so yes.
Yes. You close your eyes, you see a Neopet, you go, ah, yes. They changed their art style.
Have you ever seen a Neopet, Carlos?
I've never had any involvement.
Close your eyes, Carlos. So this art style was iconic. They had a mandatory art change. So every single pet in the game got converted. However, the pets that were in the pound, which is the place where stray pets go, you know, the ones you give up, their art style remained the same. So this started a gold rush where people would grab the unconverted pets. So unconverted pets became worth their weight in gold, to the point where an unconverted pet with a good normal name, not like blah, 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 would sell for like real world money, like hundreds of dollars.
Oh, so like RuneScape party hats.
Exactly like RuneScape party hats. So here's the issue. Shut the fuck up.
I have no fucking context for anything, but please continue.
This is
Do not expect me to be okay with it.
this is what it took to get Carlos on the fucking. I'm reeling him in now.
Go ahead.
So, the big reveal. Neopet swore up and down, there's no way to unconvert your pet. It can't be done. It's not how the programming works. It was discovered that how to unconvert your pet. You can take a pet with the new art style and change it back to the classic. It was a URL. You go to neopets.com/php/name of pet/1. Type that in, and any pet's name that's there is unconverted. If you type 0, it converts them.
This crashed the market for Neopets.
This crashed the market for Neopets.
I can see that. I can understand why that would happen, okay?
They said, fuck, sorry, we have not even arbitrary code injection, just input. They said, fuck, we'll fix it.
Literally a URL.
All they did was change it, so instead of looking for 1, it was looking for -1.
Fixed. Security through obscurity is not secure.
So yeah, that was very good. I was so excited. Before the drama even started, I left a message in her fucking chat that said, did you know the Neopets can be gay now? Chambusi, my boy, he's free. I want her to reschedule this stream. It was my shit. I hope she finds the time to do it. I don't blame her if she takes like months to get back to it. I just want her to do it so we can have fun and make new memories.
Wake me when she streams Webkins.
Same.
No. I was joking, Cameron. What the fuck is a Webkin?
Are we even friends?
I don't know anymore.
What was your strange online game you played?
I really don't want to admit to this.
Oh! You don't have to.
Maple Story.
Oh,
That's a good one, I played a little Maple, not a lot.
It wasn't. I don't.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
It's actually hard for me to say that.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not making you.
Nope, you're making me. You already asked the question.
So next subject.
I'll just go ahead and admit I played Maple Story as late as I think 2019.
Okay, that's. You okay?
No.
How could anyone?
Genshin player behavior.
It was Gaia Online.
Oh.
I logged in a few years ago and my account was still there.
Dude, nice. My RuneScape account was reset.
Did I ever tell you how old my Crunchyroll account is?
No.
Even though they are fucking awful right now? I believe I made my Crunchyroll account in 2004.
My man wanted to watch some anime.
It's 20 years old. I'm just trying to contextualize that for you right now.
2004. That predates when Crunchyroll was a legal website.
I admit to no wrongdoing.
Do you not support the official creator?
That's how you like got official creators to fucking care, was by using Crunchyroll. Back in the day. Anyway, we have diatribed long enough, gentlemen.
We went on a tangent. The podcast is healing.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, it feels so good. Oh, you know what else feels really good? Regis Altare.
Oh my god, Regis Altare feels so good.
Bottom text.
Bottom text. You had me at bottom.
That's also where you had Regis. Hey.
I feel so bad I missed this because the first word my brain went to was twerking.
Tell us about the poses. This is another Carlos.
Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you, Carlos.
I wanted to get to this one. I was so fucking busy.
Yeah, he did some twerking. He did some push-ups. Just some good poses. This 3D showcase was not a lot of music, actually. It was a lot of physical stuff, like just actually showing what the model can do and the environments. And just, I don't know, it was really good. I didn't realize how physically fit he actually is.
Oh, is he a buff boy? Is he good at it?
He spent like 20 minutes showing off martial arts stuff.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the tracking for it was fantastic. So it was just a really nice show and different from the usual music stuff that we get.
I'm going to say something hurtful, but it's hurtful to me. This looks like the best Ruby model ever made.
Jeez.
Full disclosure.
Shut up, Cameron.
Full disclosure, I like Ruby. But fuck.
I did once.
Yo, look at that kick. Yo, my man's tough.
He is actually. He does have some really, really solid martial arts moves.
He may be a bottom, but his skills are top. He must be fucking sick at that joke. I'm sorry, man.
It'll never end. Carlos.
You're really funny, and your voice is very soothing, which makes me uncomfortable.
I just want him to pat my head and tell me I did my best. Is that wrong?
I won't lie. If he patted my head and told me I'm doing my best, the sounds I'm making right now and my silence speaks loudly of my react.
That's when Altair makes you the bottom. That's how he does it. He's like, who's the top now?
Sorry, I laughed like a gremlin from the hit film franchise Gremlins.
Is it more Gremlins 1 or Gremlins 2?
Why haven't they made Gremlins 3?
What about giant goblins, though?
They're giant goblins?
He brought some giant goblins in and he fought them.
I need to see some goblins.
Were they Japanese goblins?
No, that'd be an Oni.
Would one of them be...
Oh, I love them. I love my boys. Is that us? Or is this like the Gorilla Men? Like, is that his fandom?
No, I think his fandom is slimes or something. I'm actually not very familiar with them.
Oh, fuck. He fights like a Kingdom Hearts character. That's an AK.
He does have an AK-47, yeah.
That's a Kingdom Hearts Pal World character.
God damn.
Oh, that's cool. My question is, did he request goblins, or is there a guy at cover making goblins? Right?
It's Fubuki.
Well, he did his
Japanese
JRPG villain speech, so...
Oh, that's so cool.
That was part of it.
Is my boy more morally complicated than I thought?
Who's the yellow character from Madoka Magica?
Mommy?
Yeah, that's him.
He's Demon God King Regis. How dare you?
What happened to Kelly?
Does he play cello by any chance?
He does.
Again, there's Vesper and Magni on the fucking cello.
Fucking boys.
Oh, God.
Happy birthday, Vesper.
Live reaction.
Sorry you're dead.
Oh, my God.
Same for you, Magni.
Sorry you're dead, man.
Sorry you're dead.
The fucking motion tracking on the cello is, like, definitely good.
Yeah.
They've definitely put a lot of work into these things now.
Uruka would be very jealous.
Oh my god.
She desperately wants to be able to play her violin on stream, and the tracking just does not work.
I think one of the coolest moments that could possibly happen is a big surprise where Hololive goes, we brought in people from outside the company into our motion studio so they can hang out. That'd be such a cool olive branch. I don't foresee that happening because that fucking studio is hot property.
Oh yeah. You can't even get all the people that work there in it.
I've basically already put out a statement where it's like there are fist fights over the studio. There's blood on the floor. Haachama won't leave.
Previously, we reduced the number of 3D lives to 1. We are reducing it to 1/2. Like,
You get to say hi.
thank you to. Oh, okay, that's it. Bye. So yeah, he plays some cello, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and like actual classical music too.
What a dork.
Hello, Suite Number 3 in C major.
And the Swan.
Oh, that's so badass.
That's cool. Cello is honestly like a fantastic instrument. I've always really had a very firm love of it. And if you'd like to hear more about my firm love of cello, too bad.
Shit, I was hoping for the cello podcast to finally take off.
Wait a minute. It says here he sang a song by Lily Pichu. Were there no legal repercussions?
What?
No.
Amazing. Sorry. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm still mad. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to have to deal with that anger somehow. Cameron, you want to go have a fist fight?
Yeah, in the parking lot.
All right, we'll be back.
The nearest Costco is pretty far, actually.
Oh, it's true, actually. We'll have to put it off for a while. All right.
Yep. Sang a couple songs. Had some more merch.
I was going to say, I hear about merch. What kind of merch we got?
I'm hankering. I got a starvation issue. I need an acrylic stand in my tummy.
Hold on, let me get Shiori or something.
No, I won't vor Shiori.
Vorori.
You may have thought I was going to loudly react to that, but I've grown and changed since the previous gremlin laugh.
Shiorvor.
He's trying to upset me.
I'm going for it. Vorbu. You started this. Vorissa. He's not cracking, boys. I
If
did my best.
Fuwamoco and Mococo were to eat each other, who'd eat who first?
Oh my god, an Ouroboros of adorable doggos.
Oh, I'm sorry, an Ouroboros?
Yeah, an Ouroboros. Bro, you're correcting my pronunciation. I gleeked real hard on the
Listen,
table just now.
Here's the pronunciation I go by. It's Albert Wesker, Resident Evil 5. Ouroboros. So yeah, an acrylic stand.
Yeah, cool. And a Regis Altare acrylic stand.
And another fucking shot glass because the boys want you to get blasted off your hiney.
Let's get crunk and let's get drunk. I'm in. I like it. It all looks really cool merch, honestly. And he's got a little cello keychain, which is really cool too.
Their merch is pretty classy. These glasses look like unironically great.
Yeah. I really love the look of the glasses.
Honestly, same. Like baller.
If I had infinite money, I'd have infinite of those.
All right.
Anything else that we want to say about Regis Altair? Congratulations on your 3D. We're really happy for you. We hope you enjoy it and you get to use it a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just baller.
Glad to see more of the boys getting some 3D,
I love the boys.
especially the English ones now.
I love my English boys.
Yeah. The lads, the gents.
The fellas.
All right, next up, Happy Valentine's Day.
Hey, do you want to be my Valentine? Leave a comment down below, especially if you're cute. Wonk.
Do you want to be my Valentine? It's okay, me either. We have Valentine themed events coming up, but really I just wanted to say like Valentine's Day is tomorrow for us. And we hope you have a good one.
Yeah.
And if you're seeing this podcast on Friday, which is after Valentine's Day, it's not too late if you're cute. Wink wonk.
There's a lot. But we've got a Valentine karaoke relay that is happening, and it's across many different companies with many different folks.
Jesus
think
fucking
it-
Christ, what is this list?
I think it might be finished, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, I mean, by the time this goes up, it certainly will be.
Yeah.
But it involves, if you're V4 Mirai, Globy, Idle Yen, Pixelink, Phase Connect. Did I already say Prism Project? No, I didn't. Production Kawaii. And that's, I think that's everybody.
Yeah.
But it involves Mana Monet, Reina, nope, tried. Sorry, Globy. Ron Ronia. Ron Ronia. Reina Ron Ronia. There we go. Roka Rorin. Oh, Jesus, fuck. You guys are not playing fair right now. Kumanui Miel. Rocky Kazuki. Ladi Shinju. Serena Maiko. Amanagawa Shina. Yai Ugiri. Romelia nephis biscotti, which is a fucking dessert from Italy.
Panettone.
I'm gonna take that fucking biscotti and dip it in ice cream.
Panettone.
You might have expected coffee, but my brain is wrong.
You mean gelato?
I love all these names that we like just are not familiar with.
Now you know how I feel all the time.
Oh, I do see one name that I love. We'll get there. Nana Asteria, solid name. Abi Kadabura, best name. Right up there with Sam and Lordette. Fucking phenomena. And fairly, to be fair, Rocco Roarin is a great name too. Her and Poca Raccoon are like the best in my opinions. Kaya Nishikino, Kanako Lumi, our favorite lemon person. Ami Amamiya, Amami, Ami. Sheesh. Himamiya Rie and Ko Maria. I did my best. I can name everyone in Hololive, and I can't do fucking shit aside from that. As we just learned.
You telling me you are not extensively familiar with every agency?
No, I don't.
Not even Phase Connect.
I love Globy.
Globy's actually really solid, though. But I didn't see my favorite Globy personality, which is unfortunate.
Globinality.
Yes. His name's Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Ibuki Bjorn. He's my favorite from Globy right now. Today. This moment. Anything else about this aside from the fact that you can listen to all these people sing songs and one after another?
One big long Valentine's Day relay, which there are so many Valentine's Day streams going on right now. We'll be covering some of them next week, I'm sure.
I'm really excited because Aura's doing a love song karaoke tomorrow.
Oh.
And Aura does the singing goods.
I'll have to try my best to actually catch that live for once and remember that Twitch exists.
There you go. And also remember that my heart will go on. News bits are up next since we've talked about everything else.
To the news bits.
News bits. Roboco-san got a new outfit. Roboco-san being Generation 0 of Hololive Japan. She got a really cool big bow on her head.
Big bow.
She got a long black dress. It's really cute. It's just a really cute outfit. But yeah, she got long curly curls in her hair now. Mm-hmm. She's got big old pink slippers. I like the slippers.
It's got just wearing slippers with the dress.
Yeah, it's honestly like there's some highlight clips out there that I really recommend. Just search for Roboco new outfit highlights, and you'll find them. I promise.
You might not find this outfit because she has about 37 outfits.
That's true, but this one is especially cute if you do manage to find it. I really like it a lot. She's who's the Ghibli witch?
I have no idea.
Cameron, where are you at?
Uh-huh.
The Ghibli witch.
From?
The movie by Ghibli about a witch.
You're on your
That's
own.
what she looks like. Kiki's delivery service.
See? I had to let you swim.
What's your favorite Ghibli movie?
Promise not to be mean.
This one time I will not be mean.
I've only seen 2.
That's fine.
It's Ponyo and Spirited Away. Of the 2, I choose Spirited Away.
Oh.
I actually rewatched Spirited Away recently. It's better than when I saw it as a kid. It's very good. Ponyo is an earworm. She likes ham. Me too, Ponyo.
I've not seen Ponyo, and I've only seen most of Spirited Away.
She likes ham.
That's good to know.
You should finish Spirited Away because the ending's like one of the best parts.
I saw the ending. I came in like 15, 20 minutes into it.
You should see the beginning.
It's the best part of the movie. Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm very sorry. I also saw the Cat Bus movie, which was also really good.
Totoro.
It's weirdly sad.
It's
like that movie gets sad sooner than you think and stays sad longer than you think.
I've not actually seen Totoro either.
Well, spoilers. It's a little sadder than you think it's gonna get, and you kind of wish there was.
Carlos, what's your favorite Ghibli movie?
It's either Spirited Away or I think if I took the time to rewatch my other one, it would probably be my favorite. But I haven't seen it in like 15 years, and that would be Princess Mononoke.
I need to.
Yeah, Princess Mononoke is my favorite, followed very closely by Nausicaa of the Valley of the
I
Winds.
have seen 5 minutes of Princess Mononoke, and it's what I can refer to as the most disturbing 5 minutes I've ever walked in on.
Explains why it's
There's
probably
some-
my favorite.
Yeah, there's some fucked up parts of that movie that are really good, though.
I've never seen so much blood.
That was back when Miyazaki was young and angry.
Now he's old.
Exactly. Now he's old and disappointed in his son because he couldn't force his son to be something he's not.
Look what you forced me to do, son. Every frame this Heron is harassed is your fault, son.
So yes, Spirited Away is a great movie, but not even one of my favorites. It's Princess Mononoke and then Nausicaa. Nausicaa's a fucking banger. It has a slow start, but when it gets going, it's good. What were we talking about?
Yeah, okay.
All right. Continuing on the Joy Wagon.
Beep, beep.
Matara Khan has a new outfit as well. And I like it.
I've seen a lot of footage of Matara's outfit.
It's very nice.
So I specifically remember when we talked about her at her debut, and you said you could never ever get over the fact that her hair looked exactly like a roach. That's no longer true.
How do you feel now that she has dead mother hair?
Dead mother?
Yeah. She's got the haircut that all the dead moms have in anime.
Oh.
She's got a side ponytail.
Okay. I guess some official statement. Please. That was my statement.
Oh, should I issue my own as well?
Of course.
Bark, bark, and also woof. Ma'am. Is my official statement on this outfit. What's your favorite part of the outfit, guys? You had to pick one part. But her outfit is a sweatery top with some really tight jeans. That's my favorite part.
I will say this. The outfit, good vibe. I love the hair. I love how buggy she is. I love how she has the extra bug arms out. They also get their own sweater sleeves. That is fucking vital to me. That's my life sustenance. That said, I agree with her saying her chest is a little too big.
They made it even bigger, like significantly bigger.
False ID reported on it.
She said it was too far. She had a lot to get off her chest. Yeah.
To be fair, I also commented on False's coverage of it, and it was one of our most successful tweets. So,
But yeah, I think if it was a bit smaller, it'd look more natural. That said, ma'am, whenever you're telling your chat that you think the chest is a little too big, you need to stop demonstrating your model's ability to loom over. You're not making your case, ma'am.
don't stop.
Because every time you loom over and lower your voice into the husky range, I don't know if you realize it, but that's usually what you do if you want someone to agree with the id of their brain to make, quote unquote, make their dogs bark.
I don't want to spoil anything for you, but she's very well aware, I'm sure.
Nick, I'm aware this is Hollywood magic and a bunch of sparkles over the eyes. This is some kaleidoscope bullshit. I want to participate in it.
Her fucking hips are so fucking on point, and her thighs. I can't get over these fucking jeans, bro.
This enters another realm of it looks nice in VTuber world. If I own jeans that were that tight,
You would, first of all, you never get to wear them because you'd have to spend 3 days lubing your legs to get into them.
I can't help it. I'm still practical brain. I think it's just because I'm always concerned for other people.
To be fair, I liked Crony's jeans a lot too.
Crony's jeans were so fucking insane. Those are some jeans. Those are jeans if you want your navel to be warm.
I just like jeans and the thighs held within, I guess. All right. Let's pull ourselves out of the horny jail for a moment.
Awooga.
Yes, awooga indeed. Bark, bark, wolf.
Cartoon wolf smash self with hammer.
Yeah. All right, she's got merch related to it too.
Nice. I haven't seen the merch yet.
You can get it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You can get an I Heart Momo mug.
Oh, the little guy has a butt.
He does. There's also a little keychain plushie.
Yep.
Yay.
And a desk mat.
And a desk mat.
These are adorable.
Ooh, I like the desk mat a lot.
Valentine
really
voice
nice.
pack 2024. Oh no, she's.
Matara, would you materi me? I hate myself so much. Can we please talk about something else now?
Yeah, quit bugging her.
Fuck you. Gavis Battle is getting a new costume. Tune in on February 16th at 5 p.m. PST, February 17th, 10 a.m. JST to see Gavis Battle, the fucking Magic Man's new outfit.
Yeah, listen, Gavin Better Help is great. You need to watch his stream.
You're not.
Unironically, though, please watch it. He's so fucking good.
Yeah, he's pretty sweet.
He's one of the guys we sleep on, and I'm sorry. Gavis, if you're watching this, I am personally sorry to you.
Did you see my docu?
I'm sorry.
Oh, we're talking about sleeping on Gavis.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a really good one, actually. Clapping. That's a good thing to do on podcasts.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm just the audio. I'm allowed to fuck it up. I'm the audio guy. I'll fix it in post. And by fix it, I mean make it louder.
We're falling apart right now. All right. Anything else about anything we talked about so far before I talk about Grimmi and how excited I am that she's not leaving?
So after Grimmi, we got...
I will
Go ahead.
I will be
Cover it.
upset at you because GrimmiVT, an independent VTuber who is really cool and is the only VTuber one of my friends watches at all, announced a little while ago that she was graduating and she was going to go do some different stuff for a while. And now she has announced that she has changed her mind, is ungraduating herself before graduating, and has announced a 3.0 model update / redebut on March 3rd. Please tune in. Twitch.tv/GrimmiVT. She's a vastly entertaining VTuber. I think she's really cool, and she has a ton of potential to do even more great stuff in the future.
Since she's announced that she's ungraduating, she has instead announced that she is now doing all kinds of crazy things that she has planned for the future, starting with her 3.0 update.
Yeah. So I'm just excited to see where this goes. She already had a really cool model. Like I liked her design in general. She's a horror themed VTuber.
Yeah, I hadn't even heard of her before her graduation announcement, actually, but I checked out her stream before this, and yeah, I like just the look of her.
Yeah, she's really good. She has a great streamer personality. She's not, like yuck over the top. She's like pretty chill about most stuff, but she's just in general a really cool VTuber. I like a lot of her content.
Is she talking about Junji Ito?
I've made Jesus Christ, I'm falling apart. I've made Carlos fall in love with her. my one simple thing. Yeah, she's horror themed. She talks about Junji Ito, bro.
I don't think I've even. No, I have read this one. Okay.
The beautiful boy at the crossroads.
Yeah, that was one of Junji Ito's really good short stories.
And there you go. So you can experience it with her.
She's reading it live on stream.
She's indie,
man.
bro. Fighter. Seriously, check out GrimmiVT. GrimmiVT. She's really cool. I like her a lot. Any other thoughts on Grimmi?
Nope.
I am
She looks cute.
now thoroughly interested.
There we go. Panko is back from being anxiety sick, which is wonderful to hear. She took about 2 weeks off. She was having some physical anxiety pains, and she took some time to recover, and we're all very proud of her for doing that. It is the right decision. The streamer is always more important than the stream, 100% of the time. I'm really excited to get Panko back, to get her streaming. She is a giant pervert panda. She's always really entertaining. She is aggressively Italian. She's my favorite raccoon.
Turnip Boy Robs a Bank is a game she played.
Yes. She also... Did you... Go back. Go back,
sorry.
She also
Not
did...
commenting on that person.
Pal 69 was a thing she did at some point.
So she is a raccoon then.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah,
because I'm not actually sure.
She's a red panda.
She's a raccoon.
Okay.
And what's this red panda lie here?
It's a lie. Now, if you ask her or the Face Connect staff
What does she know?
or anybody official, they're like, she's a red panda. She's a fucking raccoon. We all know it.
Poco raccoon would like a word.
I hope they're friends. All right. Yeah, but either way, Panko, we're excited to have you back. Or at least I am. I can't speak for these numbnuts.
Come on the show.
Yeah, come on the show. Be happy to have you. All right. And then also Momo Otako should be getting home soon, which is really good news. Again, very excited. I haven't heard a lot from her recently. I need to check the tweets, but
I know people are really excited for her to come back.
yeah, I know I am. I fell into the Momo Otako sphere while she was like getting surgery, and we mentioned it once or twice, and I was like, I really want to know more about her. I like her a lot. She seems more normal than the rest.
Hey, I liked her ever since I saw she played Maple Story. So.
Oh, there you go.
Maple.
So yeah, there's a couple of folks that are going through health issues. I know Prisky TV has also gotten some transfusions and things and a lot of x-rays and stuff recently, and we hope all the best for her as well. So there you go. There's some health updates on people. Hopefully everyone continues to get better and healthier in forever. There you go. Any other thoughts on any of the stuff we talked about in the news bits?
No.
All right. Then we are able to move on now to the music. Updates and new stuff. Go ahead, Carlos. Take us off with the first one here.
All right. Kanata, Ayame, Lami, and Azuki did a cover of, what even is this? Dokuzu that I Google translated and just posted there and hoped it was correct.
There you go.
But yeah, this is another one of those, it's kind of like a bait and switch songs. I actually checked out the original version of this to check because the original had English subtitles so that I could check out what was going on. Yeah, it's another one of those calm and happy sounding songs that it's not quite so happy if you read the lyrics, but it also has a few parts that don't sound quite so happy, but I quote, some of the lyrics were, "Shut up and just obey me."
Oh, no.
I see. Well,
So if you would like to hear Kanata, Ayame, Lami, and Azuki sing a song like that, there you go.
Who wouldn't be happy to hear a song like that?
I'm gonna have to check this one out, Carlos.
Yeah.
I haven't actually heard this one.
I mean, they made it pretty clear what they want.
All right. Yuzuki Choco posted a fixed camera version of her Black Christmas duet with Yozora Mel. This was from the Choco's 5th anniversary 3D Live. This is it's a nice song. It's a good duet. It's just good to see anything with Mel in it because, you know, that was sad when Mel left.
This was like a little gift, I suppose, where they cut out the song from the 3D Live and like made a fixed camera like version of it.
Yeah, because they probably record the motion data as people do their things, so they can make supplemental material in the future.
You can mess with the camera angles indefinitely at that point then.
Yeah.
But having a fixed camera angle is nice just because you get to see all the moves and everything.
Yeah. So now this is like an easy access, individually cut out video if you ever want to go back and relive it and remember Mel.
Yeah. I miss Mel. Mel's great. All right. Any other thoughts on that one?
It's good for Mel fans that they have this as like another gathering point to remember her.
Yeah. She still turns up and stuff every now and again. It's still nice when that happens.
It still sucks how the termination went down, but I'm glad everyone's finding some happiness in it.
Coming next year, Yozora Mel or Mozora Yell.
She's now louder.
Is there you think there's a legally part of their contract that prevents them from hiring her again?
There's precedent where it's like, okay, so what did that first contract mean if you can just rehire them?
I know, right?
Yeah, but we really liked her.
It's not for everyone, but every once in a while.
I would personally say it's not likely to happen.
No, oh my God, no! It's never gonna happen. But let me huff copium.
But behind the scenes, I think it would be possible for her to be rehired under like a normal employee contract. As a behind the scenes, you will never actually see her employee.
I suppose that's fair. You just be like in a different department. She's now an accountant. Crazy how that works. Huh. All right. Sakamata Chloe and Fuwamoco did a cover of Gimme Choco by Babymetal. This is the big Babymetal song that everyone has heard.
Basically, the main Babymetal song. You've heard it.
Yes, 100%. And so they posted a cover of it together, the three of them. We listened to part of it. It's pretty cute. It's pretty metal themed. It's pretty great.
I love their metal like punk outfits that they have for the music video.
Yeah, they are really cute. It's like Fuwamoco basically have takeoffs of Chloe's like regular outfit, sort of.
She's now the 5th member of Fuwamoco.
Just keep getting more sisters. So yeah, it's really cool. It's really cute. Check it out. Is it on Chloe's channel? I think it is.
It is on Chloe's channel.
There we go.
It's in Japanese, which makes sense because Fuwamoco are JP talents.
Exactly.
I'll give you a little hint when I put these videos in the doc. The first name I list is the channel that they go in.
Oh,
So are you telling me you have something approaching journalistic integrity and organization?
let's not go too far.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Carlos. We have next quarter. We'll look at giving you a review.
Next up, Kaela and Zeta did a cover of "Stand By Me, Stand By You." What kind of a song is this?
It's a very chill, emotional song. Just another like duet, we're good friends type of thing.
Oh my God, they're roommates.
Oh my god! What if 2 girls like spend a lot of time with each other? That'd be sweet.
Both of these two are just such great talents, and I haven't heard the song, but I have to, because like these two together is just fantastic.
I love whenever Kaela sings too.
Yeah, she has a really good voice. And we don't get a lot of her singing. It just doesn't happen very often, but whenever we do, it's usually really good. Okay, that's all the music news that we have. It's all Hololive all the time for music right now.
Yeah, I just wish there's another big organization putting out songs, but oh well.
I mean, we could talk about Sheena's music, but that's probably not a great idea right now.
No. What do we even talk about? Hey, everyone. It's time for us to move on to our next segment, our favorite stream moments of the week. I'm excited for favorite stream moments because me and Carlos watched 3 of the same fucking streams. And those were the only 3 streams I watched, and he proceeded to watch more.
If you guys need me, I'll be in the other room.
No.
All right. Well, I didn't want to stand up on camera anyways. They'll see my pajamas.
Nick is not dressed. Everyone laugh.
I'm kidding. I'm naked.
Good. First of all, we have, I don't know if Carlos was already watching it, but we have my Friday fever dream where I'm already like a little lost in the sauce. I think this was Friday. The weekend's a blur. Haachama and Shiori, the cooking duo, have met up to cook fucking something. I read the title of this and I don't believe you. They were trying to make a rainbow burger?
That's what they tried to do.
Why did I see grapes?
It's the green part, right? Or was it the purple part?
For those of you not aware, Shiori is a girl failure when it comes to cooking. Haachama is a girl disaster.
She's a girl eldritch god of cooking.
All you need to know is she has like boiling witch cauldrons in the back of her like standby screens.
So I come in on this, and it's painful to watch Haachama cook, and Shiori is the straight man in this situation, having to ground her insanity. It's just watching Shiori try to figure out how to communicate to Haachama what she feels. She's saying stuff, and Haachama's like, huh, like that?
Shiori's being confused by Haachama's English was really fun. I've seen parts of this. I haven't seen
funny.
anything.
They have like no common ground except the insanity they both committed themselves to. So there was mochi. The pancake was the most deeply fucking upsetting thing I've ever seen. I've never seen every step of pancake be done. There's just whole ass grapes in the fucking pancake mix. I see Haachama like start to cook one, and it's like disturbingly green.
And she attempts to like start to move it around, and then it's like, oh, I forgot to butter the pan.
Yeah, and then I heard like Shiori for the first time kind of drop her voice, so like, yeah, you gotta oil it. Which is a lesson she learned, because she has cooked without oil.
And eventually, Haachama like scrapes this monstrosity off, and then proceeds to do it again, but with pineapple, and again, not only not scrape the burnt parts off, but also not butter it a second time.
Fucking damn it. Nick made us pancakes before we started the podcast.
It's
today.
Shrove Tuesday. It's the tradition. You have to have pancakes. It's the pancake podcast.
Clearly, Haachama is in partial observance too.
Yes. I mean, she's obviously European.
She's Australian.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, just like Kiara.
Yeah, Kiara is also from Australia.
All right, enough gags. Back to the fucking
Back to gagging
the
over the
stream
food.
that will make you gag. Yes.
So, what the fuck else? Why was there bathwater in this?
She used bath water as the pancake water.
All this time? Oh! Raw squid leg. Did she call it that? Did she call it leg and not tentacle?
I don't know what she called it. She got the whole tentacle out, and my brain shut off. As I watch her just
Carlos
cram
be
it on.
I've seen enough hentai. I know where this is going. Brain shuts off.
Shiori ate the same brand of bugs as Haachama. Shiori can't eat bananas without gagging, has to cut them up. That's like a medical thing, Shiori. Stop eating the fucking bananas. Haachama, what are you thinking about? So like Shiori talks about like choking and not being able to eat a banana, and Haachama's like,
Yeah.
oh my, I want these two to stream forever. It's such a fucking disaster.
I know.
It's like the two most unbalanced VTubers at HoloLive get stuck in a room together.
They really are. It helps me make an equivalent. Like Shiori has the potential to be the Haachama of EN.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Because Shiori has like that level of like, I want to tell a story, and also there's nothing right with me.
And yet everything is right with her. Oh my god.
Shiori wants her bathwater to sell. That's good.
She wants to sell Haachama's bathwater.
She's a businesswoman.
Gotta be making money moves.
I love this stream. I do not recommend it.
The final end product, it was like a bun, a regular slice of white bread for some reason. On top.
Girl dinner.
One of the pancakes. Haachama unfortunately failed to make the pineapple pancakes, so she just dumped the chunks of like fried pineapple on
Oh my
top.
god, I fucking...
It's like the squid leg.
Girl dinner.
A slice of ham.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's the obscure girl dinner ingredient.
A slice of cheese. And then she had one of those little for Japanese children candy things where you like mix water with the powder and it makes like a purple candy spread.
Oh my god.
I might be sick.
Yeah, it's not my turn for once. It's my turn.
It's
to
not
have
like
fun.
something that's fine, like drinking your own piss. Come on, Cameron, this is disgusting.
I'm gonna strangle you. I'm gonna make Homer look like a responsible father.
There it is.
My final favorite touch of this was at the very end, and Haachama was like, "What's your favorite color?"
Oh, I remember this.
Asked Shiori what her favorite color was.
Yeah.
And Shiori's like, it's okay, I'll say yellow. It's actually white, but yellow. And Haachama goes out and gets like a yellow gummy spider.
God, I remember that.
Cute.
Haachama feels like talking with an alien that means well but can't.
I don't think the alien that is Haachama means anything. I think it just exists and is here to confuse.
I just like her brand
said-
of shit posts. She's so fucking lost in the shit posts.
Dude, it's so good. She doesn't really like. No one knows what to expect from her because she doesn't know what she's fucking doing. And it's awesome.
I am asking, please don't let this be the last Shiori Haachama collab.
This
Please
is gonna
stop
be
cooking.
like a single, like one a year. You get one.
It's an anniversary special.
Oh my god, that'd be great, actually.
Haachama's been doing a lot of collabs.
Yeah,
again.
she's been doing a fucking tour of EN.
I'm so sad I didn't get the chance to watch her Mumei collab yet, because that was also a thing.
Yeah, I think I saw some of it, but I haven't seen enough to obviously very clearly.
Yeah, I can't really comment on it either, honestly. I've seen bits and bobs here and there, but not a whole lot. Oh, she collabed with Aokun, too. Nice.
Yeah, she's back and she's just having a blast.
Now is the time to begin the great collabs. All right. Shall we move on? Because I have something that's breaking news.
Breaking news.
We talked about music already, but I'm going to hop back to it real quick. Nerissa released a cover of Otomeroid a song I don't know off the top of my head, along with Koseki Bijou.
Oh.
So it's a Nerissa Bibu cover this time. I have no idea, no impression of it yet. Go listen to it. It's on Nerissa's channel.
Full endorsement.
There you go.
I'll be listening to that when I get home.
It's like my 2 favorite people in this generation, so I'm all about it. Next up, Goobers and Amelia. I can't even fucking come up with a joke name for Amelia. I was going to say Amelia Goober, but somehow I ended up with Wee because I was on a roller coaster.
We.
Either way, Goober and Ame played Deep Rock Galactic, Rock and Stone.
I have been looking forward to the next Ame Same stream so much.
I just like this game a lot. Rock and Stone.
I like the game. I don't know if I like watching it because even playing it's a little much, but fucking awesome to see these two doing shit again.
Do you not like Rock and Stone?
I like it, but I've played like 5 rounds, and 2 of them I was bored most of the time, and 3 of them I had fun the whole time. So I don't know how to feel.
You need to increase the difficulty.
Maybe I don't know. I don't want to critique a game I like at the moment. It's just like, yeah.
Either way, Gura and Ame played it.
Yeah, I'd only ever heard of it. I had never seen any actual gameplay.
It's a really good co-op game. It's best with other people.
100%. You need, the bigger the squad, the better. And especially you need people who know what's going on and what to do.
Yeah.
Because the game, if you want to get lost in a cave filled with crystals with the mission objective is find 13 mushrooms, you can get fucking lost and that game won't give a fuck. Go find the mushrooms, idiot.
There you go. I like that. That makes me happy.
Well, Gura was the one that knew how to play this. It was Ame's first time.
Yeah.
Welcome to it.
And Gura informed her after they finished the first mission that they were playing on like the second highest difficulty.
Nice. Yeah, so Deep Rock is a first-person cave exploring game where you are dwarves in space and you have to collect specific things or perform specific tasks. It's all in randomly generated levels. It's just a really good time in my opinion. These two playing it, I imagine, was hectic, insane, and just generally dumb times.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And see, like, that's the thing. It's why I like these two as like a collab pairing, because they're not too hectic, but they have like such a natural chemistry.
Their gremlin energy builds together.
Yeah, like they're just having like really funny conversations, and this is a common trend with me. This is when it's just these two. This is the most off guard you see Gura. Mm-hmm. This is the most honest and fun talking you hear. Like she's just having a conversation with Ame, and they're just building off each other so naturally. And Gura's like, "Yeah, I only really use Instagram." And Ame goes, "Grandma." Like stuff like that, where it's like, "Oh, these are just two friends fucking talking to each other and hanging out."
Just a couple bros, man.
Yeah, there's a couple bro sets.
6 feet apart. 6 feet apart in the hot tub, you know. All right. Anything else about this, real quick?
That was a good time.
Hell yeah. What about Bay and Mumei's anatomy lesson using fan art?
I caught like the first third of this. It starts strong because the first fan art they show, by the way, both of these girls, they fucking love them some art, and Mumei has a good art background going on. The first thing they show is like, for lack of better term, decadent art of Kiara's back.
Oh, is it very detailed?
Extremely detailed. And Mumei's like neurons fire up because she goes, "Bae, look close at the shorts." Bae goes, "Uh-huh, I'm looking at her ass. You can tell she's wearing bikini bottoms. Look at the little extra indent." And Bae goes, "Oh my God, you're right."
That's like, okay, so like, first of all, perfect fan art is great anyways. But whenever you like notice the details, and the details are not just on point, but also sexy, it's like that just brings the entire piece up another extra level every time.
There are dimples. The detailing and coloring is near perfect and fantastic.
Lighting was taken into account.
Oh,
And like the two girls pointed out, back art is nice and very rare because no one understands backs or how they work.
yes, there's so many bones and so many muscles, and they all interact weirdly.
We also get to see a lot of Bae and Iris fan art.
Shocking.
Yeah.
There's one with their boobies, which leads to a
Smushed
size-
together?
Yeah, tasteful. That leads to the obligatory size conversation. Who's bigger? And Bae does not want to be the bigger one. She's like, no, her
That's
toke is bigger.
unfortunate.
It's unfortunate because you are. I'm sorry.
And they immediately start
That's what
arguing about that.
I also appreciate they showed the fan art of Iris. It was a recreation of an actual 3D live stream moment where Iris had grabbed Bae's thigh which led to them extrapolating upon the details. Mumei clarifying. So, like, was it a big grab or like a weird stroke? And Bay clarified. It was like a weird, like, blah, 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 stroke movement. Like, Bay. So this art's really capturing. Oh. Yeah, I like that. Thank you for demonstrating.
Shame I couldn't allow you to experience that.
I don't want you to be my iris.
It's too late.
Yeah, they went into like great detail, like really zooming in on everything.
Yep. Like, listen, the shock value of, oh my god, big boobies on the stream is funny. You can laugh along. But the next thing that happens every time is you get some real fucking insight on what goes into making art.
That's like my favorite thing is whenever, like, first of all, again, sexy fan art is great. But also a lot of the artists are immediately like, oh my God, how did you get that? And they just like immediately start drilling into details and shit. And that's where it becomes like, it becomes academic and interesting as well. And then sometimes you just see these, like, I love the ones where they're just like, the proportions are pushed so far out where it's just like, I don't know, 2 melons like stapled to a fucking pole that's as big as your thumb.
Well,
Like,
they reviewed one of Mumei, and Mumei's like biggest point, because it was art of her, and she's like, my favorite thing about this is you actually made my proportions accurate.
Yeah.
She's like, I refuse to use fan art that has like noticeably inaccurate proportions. I hate using that anywhere on my streams.
there was I just recently finished watching through the first season of Arcane. I know, very timely. And one of my friends sent me some Jinx fan art, and I was immediately like, this is proportionally way off. She does not have that big of a chest. Like, I was just like, it's actually upsetting to me. It's like, why would you do this? What gives you the fucking right? All right, any other thoughts about this?
League of Legends.
Wow.
Yeah. And they go off on it.
I will have to study this with them later. All right. Any other thoughts about their anatomy stream, though?
That was a wild one, that's for sure.
It's
yeah.
genuinely worth the watch just to hear them talk about the stuff and also see some awesome fan art that, woo.
Spicy.
They do pick not spicy stuff, just for the record.
Well, that's
but
everything is safe for work.
yeah.
So, in the strictest sense. Irie from FaZe Connect and Clara from FaZe Connect JP have played Trine together.
Yeah, this was Clara's first collab.
Amazing. Yeah, they're very new after all. They've only been out a week or two, so.
Yeah.
2 weeks, 3 weeks, not 2 weeks. Anyway, I hear there were technical difficulties for about the first 50 minutes because they were doing a remote play together, and they're in different countries probably.
So there weren't really technical difficulties with that. They just started talking and then spent the next 50 minutes talking. And I believe one of them Irie just like accidentally started the game. It's like, I guess we're playing now.
There you go. Might as well.
But yeah, I guess there was some reason why Clara was not able to purchase the game yet. I don't know, maybe it's like permissions or something as a new member. But so they were using the remote play. And yeah, the thing is, I don't know where they live, but
It's apparently far enough away that it causes problems.
yeah, remote play doesn't work very well if you're living in the same country. And whenever you live in separate countries, I can only imagine.
It barely functions, if at all.
Yeah, I tried playing Broforce with a couple of friends that live in the same state as me, and the lag was unbearable for it. I can only imagine if like you don't even live in the same country.
Gotta have them fast gigabit connections, gigabyte connections. But yeah, aside from that, it's an English stream, so if you want to check it out, then feel free to, because you can basically get through the whole thing, and it's going to be understandable to you if you're watching this podcast, probably. We barely speak English here. All right. Anything else about that? Just a cool stream? Yeah. Elias Stellaria from Vdare and Punkalopi, who's an indie, hosted a $1,000 grand prize base building contest in Palworld. And that was a grand prize, right? That wasn't like a separate prize. Okay. It was also sponsored by Gamersubs. Gamersubs, give me my Aura Cup, please.
I bought your noodles, you bastards.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
They're on their way.
Yeah.
I failed to win their lifetime supply. I entered.
Oh.
I didn't know you could.
Yep.
I
Now
would've
you
won
know.
it.
Too late.
I have hands
Amazing.
with which to throw.
It was a 6-hour plus stream of exploring different bases that had all been built. They brought in the top 4 people that they had judged and said, you are the top 4. And they
Yeah.
talked to them individually, right?
Well, they brought all 4 of them on at the same time, or they attempted to. So the fun fact, one of them, I don't think they reviewed them like live with the people there. I think that might have been pre-recorded. Either that or it might have just been that the stream took so long that people had to go because the stream was over 6 hours.
Yeah, it's a big one.
So they brought the top 4 people in, tried to. One person had to go. She had to go to work. So she said she was actually like in a bathroom stall at work while talking to them. And the other person was, one of the other people was asleep. So they just threw a picture of her up on stream.
That's funny.
That is pretty amazing. It looks like they
Go on.
they tied for first place. 2 people tied.
Yeah.
Okay, so first place was actually a tie between Pia P UFO and why are you doing this?
I don't know. Give it to Carlos.
Koryopi. Second place was Erie, Pennsylvania, and third place was Spectra.
Spectra was the one that was asleep.
Nice. Spectra being a British ghost princess, winning third place. Erie, who is Erie? It's
producer.
Erie is a music producer.
Yeah.
Won second place, and then Pia P UFO and Koryopi are Pia P UFO is a singer, gamer, all around streamer, and is a slime girl.
Same.
And I already said Spectra. What am I doing? Koryopi is a hyper dragon with a bunny girl form.
Yes.
I'm reading the notes because this is I'm enjoying
Carlos,
my struggle right
Let's
now.
pump the brakes really hard. Clarify what a hyper dragon is.
She was just very excited.
Thank you.
Genki des.
Very Genki.
Hi.
Hype.
I had literally heard of one of these 4 people. So
Gotcha. And then DK Graves won $1 for the lowest score, which I like a lot.
Dude, that's a whole $1. You can buy like 4 Jawbreakers.
So I didn't have the chance to watch like a ton of this, but I made sure to go back and see why she won, why DK Graves won $1. So I checked it out. So they teleport there, and she's just hanging out in a tree. She says, "I've been waiting here for like 10 minutes, just hanging in the tree for you." It's like, all right. It's like, all right, we're gonna go over here. Wait, hold on a second. She stops them. I wouldn't let me build this over here. I got to do this real quick. She builds a campfire in the middle of the road and then gets upside down and just starts spinning in the campfire. It's like, okay, that's all I needed to do. Proceeds to move on. It's like, all right, here's my base. It's like, okay. So right here's my campfire.
It's
all
a
right.
strong start.
It's like, okay, right here, it's my bed. It's a hay bed just laying in the grass.
Strong continuation.
It's like, all right, and then she like walked over a few steps, and there was just like 6 signs lined up in a row. And she started reading off the signs, and the signs were a copy pasta JoJo meme.
We got a real fucking contender here, boys. I can't understand how she didn't do well.
So she gets through all of that.
I want to see this so bad.
She gets through all of that, and she wanders over. There's just like one of the gigantic roaming pals wandering around, and she gets into a fist fight with it and dies. End of house tour.
God, I love that. This is the fucking straight nosedive. I want the bottom. Fuck you all.
Jesus. I don't.
And one of her responses, by the way, was, "I helped you get back on schedule."
Do you guys want me to try and struggle through this list of everyone that competed?
You are welcome
Do you want to
to.
struggle through that list?
There's a lot of them,
I'm
so
tempted. Irie Guinevere, Akiko Sushi, Scion Heart, DK Graves, Erie Kirin, Kai Saikota, Koryopi / Evan Tira, Mion Akuma, Mia, Mozumi Peachy, who's that? Pia Pipa or Pia P UFO or Pia P UFO, I don't know. Poco Raccoon, who's that? Makoto Rita, Spectre Libitina, Kira Spika, who's that? And Juan Julon Long. Sheesh.
Started to sound like that Keenan and Pell skit where they read off football player names.
We're getting there.
yeah, a lot of indies in this one.
Heck yeah. And there's a bunch of V-Dairy folks too. I mean, to be fair, it was put on by Elia and she's V-Dairy, so. So there you go. That's all the competition. I hope that the winners are enjoying their money. Buy something cool with it. Anything else about it?
I want to check out DK Graves now. I checked her channel out. I actually like the design. So
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's a strong introduction. Next up, this one's mine. Wawa's home. Welcome back, Wawa.
Wawa's home?
Kiara from Hololive English Generation Myth
Oh, the Wawa's
is
home.
back.
Welcome home, Wawa.
I missed the burb. She's back and I'm happy. Yeah, she's just, like one of the first things she said. It's been hard to stay off Twitter because a lot's happening. Word. She talked about Pow World potential stuff. She said she was really busy with a lot of personal life, private stuff, and she didn't want to talk too much about that. But she went to a hotel / spa and relaxed and had a good time.
Good.
And then she did an unarchived karaoke. So yeah, there's not a whole lot to talk about here. Welcome back. Glad you're back. Kiara's great. So says the Chimpkin.
yeah, she had a little bit of technical issues before she was trying to return, but it seems that she got them worked out.
And that's good. I'm glad that she's back. All right. That's all we have for our favorite stream moments of the week. Are you sure you guys don't want to append anything here?
I got something else for here in just a little bit. So
Gotcha. All right. Well, now is the time we show for ourselves. We are Super Chats, the VTuber discussion podcast. We've already introduced ourselves, but again, I'm Nick. That's Cameron. That's Carlos. And yeah, we've got some comments from last week because we were very dramatic and very upsetty spaghetti about things. Don't get me wrong. We got a couple new subscribers though, so thank you guys. We
That's
really
awesome.
appreciate it.
If you are hearing this and you are new, big thumbs up. Happy birthday.
We hope to see you again soon.
Please.
But yes, Gaming Dreamer commented a few different things, and we talked back and forth with them some, which was really fun. Obi Katie Cat replied again, which was shocking. Thank you. Hello. It's always great to hear from you.
I'd like to clarify. It's cool you posted the first time. We appreciate it. It's scary you're posting again. Are you enjoying still? Thank you.
It's really
It's the second one that really fucks with me.
that's my favorite thing is the fact that like one time is an event, 2 times is a potential pattern.
Yeah, the second
And,
time, like, why are you back? It's really nice you came the first time. It made my day. The second time is scaring me. Do I need to get better?
I just love how like uncomfortable it makes Cameron. Please comment again because that'll make me really happy.
If you comment again, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
He's gonna be really
gonna
uncomfortable.
get
And it's
very
gonna make me.
anxious.
It's gonna make me laugh so
Come
hard.
on, think about my mental health. Never comment again.
Please come back. Oh God, please.
says the music guy over here.
That's what makes it worse.
The fellow music.
What if she gives me advice? What if she tells me how to play guitar? Oh God. Oh God. What's your favorite guitar plugin? What's your favorite amp sim? I'm dying.
And then also I want to say that Taiki Chiba commented, and yeah, we're really glad to hear from everybody this week. It was really cool to hear from everybody. If you're listening to the audio version, you can always drop us a comment on the video version on YouTube in order to, you know, just interact with us a little bit. There's also a Discord link on our YouTube page. Well, on the page for all of our podcasts now that you can use to chat with us on our Discord. If you want to do updates or want to get updates on what's going on or just hear our rambling thoughts throughout the week, you can check out our Twitter page. And that's kind of it. That's what we got right now, right?
Yeah. I
Yep.
don't have anything.
Yeah. If you're listening on podcast services, please drop us a 5-star review so the algorithm will like us a little bit more. And yeah, if you like what you hear and you think that any of what we're saying is useful, interesting, pertinent, cool, whatever to anybody, please feel free to share us around. Mm-hmm. We are built for sharing, much like a large hamburger would be.
I'm behaving.
All right. That's all I have to say about that. So yeah, thank you everybody again. We always appreciate it, and all the comments and everything. And we'll talk again next week.
Stay classy.
All right. Next up, we have an indie focus of the week, and it's not by me this time. It's by Carlos. Carlos has created an indie focus page for us. So,
yeah, technically.
Did you get permission from your managers?
Technically, this was an unofficial request.
An audience request, which I guess is a thing we'll do.
Yeah. I mean, if you request something, we're going to look at it. We don't get that many comments. We can still do that.
Yeah.
Yes, and this was one of the things mentioned to us by, again, Taiki Chiba on YouTube.
Yeah. So it was, I'm just going to pronounce this how I think it is. Bree at Cookie Box.
Yeah.
So Bree.
I guess so. I'm going to agree because I don't know any better. But yeah, it's another indie VTuber. Do we know if she primarily streams on YouTube or Facebook? Jeez.
That was a push at one point. That was
Sorry, I'm very old. If she streams on Twitch more, or is it YouTube?
It's just YouTube.
Just
that
YouTube.
I'm aware
Cool.
of.
Tell us about her a little bit.
Yeah, so she debuted at some point in, I believe, 2020. I don't actually know for sure. That's when the channel was created, because she actually graduated at some point, I believe in 2022, and then she re-debuted here, just ungraduated herself here, just the beginning of the year.
It's weird when those things happen.
Yeah.
Let's not delve too deep into it. But again,
let's just say dates line up a little bit.
Dates line up, and it's a familiar voice.
I'm looking at her stream. She's very Carlos core, because one of the it's like nothing. It's a punishment wheel. Number 1 is get fucked, idiot. Number 2 is 50 squats, drink water, take sippy of hot sauce, spoonful of mayo, fix my model's ear rigging, add crying rigging, 10 squats.
Sing bad acapella.
What would happen if it lands on get fucked, idiot?
Someone's gonna get fucked.
Well, chat, I have to turn off the camera.
Some idiot's getting fucked. That's what's gonna happen. I love how I'm making that joke and I'm just kicking my fucking Chimkin's little feet too.
You express your lost emotions through the Chimkin.
He tries his best.
That's your insecurities. It's easier to project onto inanimate objects.
I'm going to project my fist into your face if you're not careful, bucko.
I'll bite.
We're not supposed to talk about Fight Club. I'm sorry.
We're continuing the strong tradition of talking over Carlos segments. Go ahead.
So fucking accurate. I hate it. Oh my god. Yes. I first of all, I do like her design. She's a blonde-haired bunny girl, and I think she looks really cool.
To be fair, we were talking about her. Her design's really fucking cute.
Yeah. I like her little juggalo heart thing on her face.
Yeah, apparently she had long hair to start, but all of the streams that she has done since coming back have been with her short looped hair.
Oh, cool. You got to keep it up in braids. Keeps it out of the way.
So yeah, I just out of curiosity, I only got the chance to check out one of her streams. So of course I had to pick the Lethal Company stream to see what was going on. Just this was a pretty wild stream, all right. So she was collabing, playing this game with quite a few people.
Oh, can I read the names? I like these.
Go ahead.
Heavenly Father, Octopimp, Penumbral, Punkalope,
Oh no.
Rexon, and Suika.
That fucker's still around?
You talking about Octopimp?
There's a reason when you type in Octopimp, the first autocorrect is Homestuck.
Let's not. I can't do it.
Okay, I went to his channel. I sorted by old first.
Yep.
To see what he started with. I saw
Octopimp, genuinely fucking happy to see you're still around, dude. God, you got me through some shit, dude.
And Penumbral is really famous for their weekly what happened in VTubing in the past week videos, which
Dude,
I've seen quite a
that's
few of.
rad.
You know what? One of my favorite parts from this Lethal Company stream, though, was when they were just chatting in the shuttle for a while. And so Bree was talking to Octopimp a little bit, and she's like, "You're old."
My fucking heart.
And he's like, "No, please don't say it." And she's like, "I have been watching your videos since I was 10 years old."
Homestuck.
He's like, "Please don't say that."
Fuck, I was too. I was like 14 when I was watching him. He's old. Old man.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Sounds like a solid collab, frankly. All right, so yeah, that's Bree at Cookie Box. Bree for short, apparently, or at least we're claiming that right now. And if you'd like to check her out, you can do that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just type Bree at Cookie Box. You'll find her. Currently sitting around 9,700 subs. So
Super worth it.
there you go. Next up, we're going to do birthdays, and then we're going to get out of here. Sound like a plan? Sound like a
Yes.
plan? Good. February 17th, Aki Rosenthal of HoloLive Generation 1. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
February 18th, Poco Raccoon of Idle EN. Happy birthday. February 19th, Scarl Yonikin of Nijisanji EN. I guess happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Don't say any statements.
There's a lot of...
Keep on chugging.
We talked about this a little bit, about whether we were going to include this one. We decided to include it for now.
Yeah, we just did.
And then February 22nd, Nico Mata Okayu of HoloLive Gamers. Happy birthday.
You smell so bad.
You can't wear your outfit while you do ASMR. All right. Do we have any closing thoughts? Anybody at all? Please let the pain end. All right. Thank you for watching. We hope to see you next time.
My life is a living nightmare, and I prefer the alternative.
A waking daydream?
Yeah. Wake me up.
Wake me up inside.
Can't wake up.
Wake me up inside.
Save me!
Save me.